talked about. One is I want to know about how was the application process to get the fellowship in Ireland, or also if you can throw some light on what are the different kind of fellowships that are available in Ireland for food technology or related courses, and what is the general application process? Is it competitive? And if it's not competitive, or if you have some strategies to discuss with all the international students.
Yeah, sure. So in Ireland, the Ireland is a small country, but I would say that they invest a lot of money and a lot of employees in research. And their agri-food sector is also really big. And that's where I come, because agriculture, and then after that, food. So my fellowship was from the Irish Food and Agriculture Development Authority. So that's like a national body, and they have 40 centers around the country, and they do research about animals, plants, and also food. And this is one of the fellowship, and there are two food centers in Ireland, and they offer, I think, 20 to 30 fellowships per year for PhD students, and they also have masters, and they also have postdoc applications. So
Is it
it's
open
pretty big.
worldwide? Is it open
Yeah,
for
it
internet?
is.
Okay.
Yes, it is worldwide. You can check the website, or they are also advertising in Eurex, the
Okay.
European Union website. They're there. So yeah, and it's open. And then other options are that you apply directly in university if you want to be self-funded, or if you want to find a fellowship for you through the university. So that's an option. Third option, I would say that you directly contact to the professors, and then you if you have some idea, then you directly contact the professor that, do you have any opportunity, and they will tell you to apply for another PhD fellowship schemes. And yeah, that is an option, but I chose the first one, which was already, this PhD was funded, and then you have to apply, and then you get shortlisted and do a small interview. And I would say it's not that difficult, because yeah, so when I cleared up, so maybe anyone can do it. so so it's not
I
that
got
difficult to get it.
Did you had a lot of publications in your bachelor's or master's?
Actually, no, I was preparing one publication, which I already mentioned, but I think for my supervisors, it was important that I was very interested in novel food processing technology. And this was the new thing they were trying to develop, this area in their institute. And they saw that I have some experience in related to this thing, and I had basic knowledge of meat science, and that's how, yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So I want to ask a very simple question over here. How did you write your motivation letter? Like, I think that is one of the most important letter in the application package, like your CV and things like this. So what was the thing that you wrote in your motivation letter about food processing or food
Yeah,
technology?
I think, in my opinion, I don't remember my motivation letter because it was in 2014. Yeah, so I don't remember the exact details, but I would say whenever I write my motivation letter, I try to keep it a little bit personal, like because if you give some details about yourself, which is unique and which is related to the job posting or what they are looking for, then of course, I mean, you can also send a generic motivation letter. You can write one and send it to 20 different places. But the recruiter knows that you are using the same letter, because let me tell you, because I was once involved in a recruiting committee, and I can see this is the same generic letter people are sending. So the most important thing is you write whatever is your motivation as your personal, and also tell you about your personal qualification. I mean, in terms of your personal motivation, and also something related to the very specific to the job or any scholarship. So that's a key, I think.
Wow, that's
If you have some other examples, if you have some other story, you can also share maybe.
yeah, that's very well said, because I was checking out some stories on LinkedIn, some posts on LinkedIn, like what is one thing that is all the international universities or Ivy League universities or top-notch fellowship programs are looking among the students. So like you mentioned, that it should not be generic, it should be quite personalized, and you should have a story which describes your personality and how your personality is quite linked up with the interest about the topic. So it is very important if you have a story, a personal mission or a vision that shows that you are really interested in that subject. Like you mentioned, that it has to be very, very personalized, very, very precise, and that is gonna set you apart from all the crowd that is sending the same kind of applications. Because
Exactly.
we just need to keep one thing in mind. It's not only you who's sending the application, it's 100 of people who are sending the applications, and it's very easy to eliminate if 90 applications are looking same.
Yeah.
And if the
Yeah.
one is something little bit precise and personalized, you're gonna get that thing. You will crack that package. So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing this thing. And also, you mentioned that you were a recruiter and you were also getting selected for the fellowship. So now you have explained it very nicely. Thank you so much. And